We had the surgery. He walked in the recovery room, and I looked at his face.
Robert Urich was more than just an action star. He was a man of surprising depth, unmatched versatility, and quiet strength. His wife, Heather Menzies, was no less extraordinary. Famous for her role as Louisa in The Sound of Music, she also saved a child from drowning on set, an act of heroism captured on camera. But behind their Hollywood success was a love story marked by heartbreak, resilience, and a tragic ending that still stuns fans today. Robert and Heather weren't just a couple, they were soulmates who stood by each other through career highs and devastating lows. Their story is one of loyalty, loss, and a kind of fate that feels too cruel to be real. Robert rose from humble beginnings in Ohio to become a TV legend, starring in 15 different shows. From SWAT to Vegadollar to Spencer for Hire, he could play anything: a hard-nosed detective, a suave private eye, even a Broadway singer. His charm was effortless, and his talent undeniable. But what made Robert special was how he kept evolving, surprising both fans and Hollywood itself. Heather, on the other hand, was thrust into the spotlight at just 14, with no acting experience. She landed the role of Louisa in The Sound of Music, beating out hundreds of trained girls. Her natural charm stood out, but fame at a young age came with a price. She spent years trying to prove she was more than just a child star. In 1973, she posed for Playboy, a bold move to reclaim her image and shed the innocent persona. She wasn't afraid to take risks, and it paid off. They met in the most unexpected way, filming a canned hash commercial, playing a married couple. For the camera, something real sparked between them. 1 year later, they got married. Friends said it was fast, but it felt right. Their love endured for 27 years. Through 3 heartbreaking miscarriages, they chose adoption. Together, they raised 3 children, Ryan, Emily, and Allison, each of whom later went into medicine. Inspired by watching their father battle cancer with unshakable courage, in 1996, Robert was diagnosed with synovial sarcoma, a rare and aggressive cancer. He fought with everything he had: chemotherapy, radiation, and surgeries. At one point, doctors opened him up for surgery and found nothing. The tumor was gone. Robert was declared cancer-free. He became a national advocate for early screening and cancer research, donating every penny he won on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire to the cause. But in 2001, the cancer returned with a vengeance. This time, it was everywhere. There was no cure. On April 16, 2002, at 7:22 p.m., Robert took his last breath. He was 55. Heather and their 3 children were by his side. Even in his final days, he was working on his memoir, trying to leave behind a piece of himself for the world. Heather was devastated, but she didn't stop. She poured her grief into action, founding the Robert Urich Foundation and dedicating her life to cancer research. For 15 years, she kept his legacy alive, turning pain into purpose. But fate had one more cruel twist. In November 2017, Heather was diagnosed with glioblastoma, deadly brain cancer. Just 4 weeks later, on Christmas Eve, at exactly 7:22 p.m. the same time Robert died, Heather passed away at home, surrounded by her children. The timing was almost supernatural. It wasn't just a coincidence. It felt like fate had reunited them in the most bittersweet way possible. Heather and Robert's story isn't just about love or fame. It's about devotion. It's about standing by someone when the cameras stop rolling and the lights go out. It's about fighting, not just for life, but for each other. In a town full of short-lived romances and staged emotions, their bond was real. And though they're both gone, the legacy they left, the love they shared, lives on.